Good afternoon and welcome to Foot Down Friday, 16th of January. Hope you're all good. Going to start today. I want to talk about parking, but two elements of it. As same-day couriers, certainly not me, but I reckon most of you spend a lot of your time flying up and down various motorways of this country. And of course, we don't need tacho brakes. It's not something we have. So we grab a rest, grab a break as and when you can. And I'm sure if you're using the motorways a lot, they tend to be service stations. And service stations are always traditionally expensive. Prime land, and the landowners make sure that they charge all the franchisees of the said service station an awful lot of money to be there, and consequently they pass that cost on to us. I think it's nearly like £2 on now for a chocolate bar. So I just wonder how many of you actually use truck stops. I don't think any truck stops, not that I'm aware of anyway, would turn away a van driver who's a commercial van driver, not your average electrician doing electrician jobs in residential houses. But us guys, they'll be happy to see you, and nearly all of those are small independent firms or family run businesses, and the food is a lot better, the food is certainly cheaper, normally some decent facilities on site, showers if you need it, and certainly toilets are a lot cleaner and a lot better than some of the third world shanty style toilets we come across in service stations. I'm bringing this up because on one of my Facebook groups there's a new one opened, Junction 45 truck stop. It's Junction 45 of the M6, just off that, near Gretna. It's very, very unlikely I'll ever be visiting it, but I know a lot of you guys do go up the M6 and to Scotland and back again. So yeah, if you're out and about, give these truck stops a shout. Give them a bit of custom. They deserve it. There's certainly a lot less than there was 20, 30 years ago. The other bit about parking, I got a parking ticket during Christmas and New Year, and it's a new thing that seems to be creeping in. I went to Tesco's in Braintree, and it's not a huge Tesco superstore, but it is a main store. Normally those car parks you get 3 hours, some are 2, but normally 3, and they're great for us guys. We deliver. Industrial estates are getting harder and harder to park up on now. There's double yellow lines everywhere, and private companies enforcing parking. So supermarkets are a good source. Plenty of parking, toilets, and we can grab a bit of food. However, on this occasion, I didn't read the signs, because why would I? It's a Tesco's. My parking ticket was because I didn't register the van details inside the store whilst I was there. I was there for about an hour, just under, and that's what I got a ticket for. I did have this happen once before, not with a ticket, but I went to, I think it was either an Audi, it might have been a Lidl down near Greenwich, I think. They had signs up that were very, very clear that you must register your vehicle inside the store, and I popped in and there was a couple of screens there, just like an ordinary car park. Just put your vehicle registration in, it comes up, can confirm what your vehicle is, press the green little tick, and you're okay. You've got 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it was. In this occasion I missed it at Tesco's. The signs were just sort of ordinary signs that you would see, and I didn't read them, didn't take any notice. Did a little bit of research online when I got the ticket, and residents of Braintree who are also getting tickets weren't aware and up in arms. But at the end of the day, the signs, when you look at them, very clearly say that you must go and register inside. So I paid the ticket. I think it was £70, £35 if you pay promptly, which I did. As you know, when I've done vlogs on my expenses, my daily expenses include £1 a day towards fines, mainly for things like that, parking tickets and yellow box junctions, which is something, especially in central London, you get stuck in because of idiot drivers, and you can't get out of. So no sweat, I just paid the £35 and put that in the business as an expense. But just be wary now, this is a growing thing that supermarkets seem to be bringing in now, that you do need to go and register your vehicle. Right, on to today. I wasn't feeling very optimistic last night or yesterday afternoon. Work seemed quite quiet. There was a job came up from Manningtree, a place I've picked up before for the same shipper. It's about 20-25 minutes from home. That was going to Barking. It was a large van job. I put a price, the same price as I've done many of their jobs at that sort of mileage, £80. And they rang me straight away, but they did actually ask me how long inside internal measurements of my van, which is 3.574 metres. They said they just need to check with the customer and will come back to me in a few minutes. And a few minutes later I saw the job reposted and my quote had been unsuccessful. So I guess that it was something 3.6 metres or more long, which is no problem, that's fine. I'd rather know now than turn up and can't get the goods in. What I did find strange was the reposting of the job didn't have any mention that it needed to be 3.6 metres. I don't think there's anything going on from the shipper. I've worked with them many times out of this particular company. But anyway, that one didn't happen. But I did get a job to Barking, funny enough. About half hour later, starting to drag on a little bit, but a job came up from Colchester for 7 o'clock this morning to Barking. Again, another large van job. It was some pipe work that was 3 metres long, so that was perfect. 56 miles, I quoted £70. Colchester, it was this side, or the good side of Colchester, if you like, getting back towards Barking. So I took the tenner off, £70, got that job. On site 6:45 this morning before they opened. I was off site at 7:05. About an hour and a half to get down to Barking, normal rush hour traffic. And again, that was straightforward. On site 8:40, rang the guy, he come and found me, got the stuff offloaded, and I was off site 8:55. There was quite a few jobs coming through, but it became apparent quite quickly it was going to be one of those days of low prices. There was a job from Tilbury going to Tunbridge Wells for a small van, 37 miles. I put 60 on it. It probably was too ambitious, but you got to try. Didn't get that. One from E18, which is Woodford, about 20 minutes from where I was. That was going to Colnbrook over at the airport, Heathrow. Small van, 33 miles. Stuck 60 on that. It's another one of those, yeah, it might be 33 if you're going to go through the centre of town or North Circular, but you're going to go via the M25 and that's going to put it up probably around the 45 miles. Didn't get that. One from Barking, literally 2 minutes from where I was. It was on the next industrial estate, looking at the map. Going to Waltham Abbey, small van, 20 miles. I put £50 on it, didn't get that. So it was appearing then that there were plenty of vans around. It was going to be, any job you're going to get is going to be a low one. There was a couple of weird things did appear though. The job I did the other day from Witham to Norwich and back to Witham, that appeared for 12 o'clock collection. Was over 2 hours away, but I thought, well, that was a good job. It was a nice straightforward job. It's in the right area to finish, so I put the same price on, £120. I didn't get it. Can't be anything to do with location because the job was over 2 hours away. It can only be price, or maybe someone matched that price and they want to share it around. But anyway, didn't get that. And there was another job from Barking, again, a couple of minutes from where I was, next to Industrial Estate, going to Colnbrook. Small van. In the notes it said you had to have an Android phone. I have no idea what that's all about. I've got an iPhone. I don't think that's an Android phone, but I don't know. Anyway, so I didn't even bother with that one. But anyway, that was gone. It did have to hang around, but it was a little bit later on, round about 20 past 10, so it was a good hour and a half. Got a job from Brentwood to Dartford. Large van, only 20 miles. I put £50 on it and I got that, and I was quite pleased because whilst it was about 30 minutes to get to the collection point, the actual job itself was only going to take probably about 40 minutes to get from Brentwood to where it needed to be on Dartford. It was more the Erith side, but it did come under Dartford. £50 for that. Got on site at 10:45. A little bit of messing around because I had to go to same company but a warehouse on the other side of where they was. And anyway, got away at 10 past 11. no real complaints. Just one very, very large box. On site just before 12 o'clock, there was a lorry, lorry being unloaded. So the guys just had to finish that because they needed the forklift to get my box off. I was off site at just after 12 o'clock, 10 past 12. Parked up, got some lunch, kept looking at the feed. I really wanted to try and get away before 1 o'clock if I could. There was a lovely job from Erith, 10 minutes up the road, going to Basildon. That would have been perfect. Small van job, 22 miles. I put a low price of £40 on that, minimum price, because I thought that would be good. Get me back through the tunnel, get me to Basildon. It's on the way home. Didn't get it. There was quite a lot of car jobs around for some reason. I have no idea why. I don't really bid on car jobs unless it's going to take me home, because the price obviously that's going to be paid is going to be very, very low. None of those car jobs are going where I wanted to go, but it was just noticeable. A lot of jobs for cars. I decided I'm going to leave that area, make my way back through the tunnel before it gets too busy, and take my chances in Essex. And just as I was doing that and making my way towards the tunnel, a job came up from Grays, just the other side of the Dartford Tunnel in Essex, going to Haverhill. Perfect. Company I do quite a bit of work for them for this to this destination, either pickups or deliveries. I've done Grays to them many times. £60 the price I put on, and £60 is what I get. And they rang me. Yeah, Paul, please go around, pick that up for us. So I've done that. It's now whatever time it is. It's about 1:30, 1:45, I think. I'm just on my way to Haverhill now. So I'll be there for about 2:30. I'm going to get that off and I'm going to call it a day. I'm not going to bother looking for anything else, especially on a Friday afternoon, which I find quiet. I've just seen signs on the M25 that roads are closed, but I should be alright. So that's going to be it for the day. 3 jobs, so I'm pleased with that. For January and a Friday, I'm pleased with that. 3 jobs, one at 70, one at 50, one at 60. That's 180. That's within my target, so we're going to take that. And I'm also going to be home probably for about 4:30, maybe just before that, so that will be lovely. Hope you've had a decent day. Hope you're hanging in there. As I say, today there looked like there was quite a bit of work coming through the feed, which is quite good. So hopefully we're just starting to turn the corner, but let's see what next week brings. Nothing yet for Monday. I've got a price on a job from Colchester to Liverpool. Don't expect to get it because I'm normally too high on those. I think I've put £1 a mile on it, and it's only a medium van job, but we'll see. You never know. Have a lovely weekend. Take care. Nothing for me much this weekend. I've got a darts game tonight. I've got a darts tournament tomorrow afternoon. I'll be watching the football the rest of the weekend and just sitting having a nice relax in the warm. Take care. Speak next week. All the best. Cheers, Paul.